Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Devon here at DLDFS, back to go over this big 100K first LPL LCK slate that's going on. For me, it is April 8th, so it's tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, so we got about 10 hours until lock. I'm going to go over these games real quick, go over each position and who I like, and we're going to take a quick look at the Vegas odds. So you got 2 LCK games tonight, and both of the LCK games, the favorites are huge favorites. So we got Devon Gaming at minus 600 and Griffin at plus 365. And then you got APK plus 575 versus Genji, who is minus 1200. So yeah, I don't see I don't see an upset happening here, but you never know. Damwon just came off of a 2-0 on SKT, and Genji has faltered a little bit. They just lost to someone, I thought, if I remember right. Yeah, they just lost to Dragon X, but Dragon X is a pretty good team, a really talented team, so I'm not taking that one to heart when I'm playing Genji. I don't think they're on a downward spiral or anything. I think they'll actually recover and have a good showing versus APK, but both of these Korean teams, Damwon and Genji, are huge favorites over their opponents tonight. So where it's going to get interesting is when we come down to the LPL games. We have Rogue Warriors plus 190 to Vici Gaming's minus 275. See, these games for the LPL are actually a lot closer than the Korean games. So who knows? It could be something crazy that happens tonight in the LPL. So yeah, that's that first game, Vici versus Rogue Warriors. The second game is OMG versus Suning Gaming, and OMG is minus 215. Suning is plus 155. So Suning is coming in as the underdog, and I really like Suning tonight for stacking. And sadly, I think a lot of people will be because especially when we look at the pricing, Angel's pricing is crazy. Hornfang's pricing is insane. So I think we could see some heavy ownership on Suning. And then the last LPL game is Top Esports versus Team WE. Top Esports minus 345, Team WE plus 240. I think Top Esports is one of LPL's better teams, and I don't see, if they lose, they're going to lose hard. And Team WE's got these guys like Teacher Ma, who, if Teacher Ma is ahead and he is playing really good, he is involved in everything. He's getting a lot of kills, he's getting a lot of assists, and he's scoring a lot of points. So if you're thinking Team World Elite or Team WE is going to beat Top Esports, I think playing Teacher Ma, Morgan in the top lane. You think about their jungler. I'm gonna butcher his name. Bai Xing. I know that's probably not how you say it. When World Elite wins, they win hard, and Bai Xing is part of it. Again, Teacher Ma is as well, and their AD carry. Where is he? Zhu Ming. Yeah, Zhu Ming. I'm probably saying that wrong too. When they win, these guys do really well. Even when they're losing, they're doing well. So if they go to a 3-game series, you could still expect some big points out of these guys. So let's go over each position. I'm going to talk about who I like and who I don't like. So for me, I think these Korean teams, they're heavy favorites, so I think you could see them win either really quick and not get enough in the kills department and assist department, or have a prolonged game where there's not a lot happening, just fighting over objectives like dragons and barons. So I think that they're both okay options, and I think Damwon and Genji are candidates for 2-0s. I think they probably are the most likely teams to get a 2-0 tonight. So that could be good. If I'm looking at a Korean team, I think I'm gonna look at Damwon more than Genji. Griffin is just really bad. They give up a lot of kills. I think Griffin is the least likely to pull off an upset. APK's been showing up pretty well in some of these games. I don't think they're going to win still, but they have been showing up. So I think Damwon is the best chance to 2-0 tonight. So looking position by position, the teams that I like Top Esports, I like Damwon, I like Vici Gaming, I like Suning as the underdog to OMG, and Genji. So with that in mind, I like 369. He's not really at risk to get subbed out. I mean, they do have a sub, but he hasn't even played this year. So 369 is a good option, but that $7,000 price tag is quite a bit. And like I said, Top Esports could really just completely stomp WE. It's either going to be a complete stomp by Top Esports, or it's going to be a complete stomp by WE. So I'm not really big on 369. For a Top Esports stack, he's not going to be a part of it for me. I think Nuggery is a great option from Damwon at 6,800. Steep price tag, but it is what it is. And I think my favorite top laner tonight is Cube. And Cube's been playing really well recently. And again, Rogue Warriors are a bad team. And what they're facing, because they have relegation in LPL, so that I think it's like bottom 2, bottom 3 teams are swapped out with new teams. So Rogue Warriors are just not that good. I like Cube tonight. I think Cube is my favorite top laner at 6,400. If you're doing a Genji stack, Rascal is okay. I don't think if I'm stacking Genji, I don't think I'm putting Rascal in. I don't like OMG tonight because I like the underdog of Suning. I think everybody is. Morgan, I think, is a great option if you're going to stack WE because he has been performing very well. And like I said, when WE does good, they are stomping people and they're getting a lot of kills. So I think Morgan at 5,800 is pretty good. Looking at a cheaper option, we've got the Suning top laner. Bin is starting, but you could see Bew get subbed in. But Bin is starting game 1, so I do like Bin at 5,200. And that's what I like at top lane. At jungle, now, if I'm going to pay out somewhere for Top Esports, I'm paying up at jungle, I'm paying up at mid, and I think I'll pay up at support for them. I don't think I'll go to AD carry tonight for Top Esports, but Karsa is just so good. And when the team's winning and the team is doing well, which they have been, Karsa's performing very well. So Karsa is definitely in my Top Esports stacks tonight. He's not gonna get subbed out, so don't even worry about. Why don't Aki is a sub? Don't even worry about that guy. If you're playing Gen G, I think that price on Clid is just a little too steep for 7,200, so I won't be looking there. Now, for me, my two favorite teams to stack tonight are VG Gaming and Suning. So I really like AIX. I just think this is going to be a big game for VG. It's going to be a bounce back series for them. They lost a heartbreaker to OMG the last time out. So I think they're going to have a bounce back and they're going to have a really good performance tonight against Rogue Warriors. So I do like AIX. Like I said, I'm not looking at OMG, so I'm not looking at Hacker. If I am doing a World Elite stack or Team WE or whatever, I know them by World Elite. If you're making a stack for WE, Bai Sheng, Teacher Ma, and Jumeng, I think, are where you go. And I think throwing in Morgan as well. If you're doing a 4 stack, Morgan, Bai Sheng, Teacher Ma, and Jumeng, I think, is a great stack if that's the way you're going to go. I might throw one lineup in with those guys because, I mean, it's a huge GPP. And if they pull off the upset on top esports and these guys go off, you're going to be miles ahead of the rest of the pack when it comes to the slate. And then the cheapest jungler for me that I like is SOFM from Suning Gaming. I mean, if you have noticed, Suning is real cheap tonight, and I think they have a chance to really upset OMG tonight. Moving over to mid lane, Knight at 8,000. Again, if I'm stacking top esports, I'm going jungle, mid, support, and possibly picking the team as well because Knight has been fabulous. He's been doing so good, and it really just seems like if the team is stomping, Knight is just really, really stomping. So I like Knight. I don't really like Showmaker at 7,600. I don't think he's the main carry for Damwon. I think Ghost or Nuclear take up that mantle. And so I'm not really looking at Showmaker tonight. Plus there's cheaper options that I think are better, like BDD against APK, 7,400. I really like BDD. I like Forge. He is starting against Rogue Warriors, so I really don't want to see him play Silas tonight. I watched him play Silas the other night in 2 games, and I just did not like it. I don't like him on Silas. So don't play Silas Forge, please. Not looking at Icon. I would say my favorite mid laner is Angel from Suning for 6,800. Like I said, Vici and Suning are probably going to be my top stacks tonight. So take that if you want. Don't listen to me if you don't want. I mean, I'm just putting this out there as someone that plays League and watches these games as a little bit more information on the game. And then, like I said, if you're doing a WE stack, I think Teacher Ma has to be in that stack. Because if you're expecting WE to do good tonight and win, Teacher Ma is going to be a big part of that win. I mean, this guy has been just playing out of his mind since he has been put into the starting lineup. And, I mean, his worst score was 74. I mean, this guy is... And even in losses, I mean, when they lose the series, he's got 82 points and 101. I mean, and he's only 6,600. So, if you think they're going to upset top esports, Teacher Ma has to be in that stack. Has to be. Moving over to AD carry. It's crazy to me that Jackie Love is the most expensive. He is with top esports now. And we could see him get subbed in eventually, but they still have Fodic as their starter. It has been confirmed that Fodic is starting tonight. but I'm not willing to pay the $8,000 for Photic. I just like a lot of these other guys that are cheaper. Ghost and Nuclear can be subbed out for each other. So I'm going to stay away from Damwon's 80 carry tonight. I do like Ruler. Ruler at 7,600. If I'm stacking Gen G, Ruler and BDD are going to be the main pieces of that stack. So I do like Ruler. iBoy for Vici Gaming. I think iBoy out of everybody on the team, I think iBoy is the one that I'm not gonna have in my stacks. But that's just me. I don't know. I just don't like him at 7,400. And then we got Hoinfang, something like that. Suning Gaming's 80 carry at 7,000. I think he is probably my favorite 80 carry tonight. Like I said, if Suning is gonna upset, if they're gonna beat OMG, I'm not even gonna say upset because of how close Vegas has them for odds. I think Hoinfang is going to be a huge part of their win. And let's see, I don't think there was anybody else down here. Oh, if you're stacking World Elite, Zhu Meng definitely has to be in. If you're stacking World Elite, I think you have to go jungle mid 80 carry. Bai Sheng, Teacher Ma, and Zhu Meng are the carries of this team, and if they're winning hard with these three. So Zhu Meng is the cheapest 80 carry that I like tonight at 6,800. And then sliding over to support, obviously I said before that if I'm going to pay up in any spots for top esports, it is going to be in the jungle, in the mid, and at support. So QQ is definitely probably top 3 pick for me tonight at 5,800 against World Elite. Again, I don't really like that price on Barrel for Devon Gaming. I think they have a good shot at 2-0ing and having a good performance, but I just don't like that $5,600 price tag. Hang for Vici at 5,400. I like him. He is starting. He is confirmed the starter for game 1. So I do like Hang. Vici's been performing really well with Hang in the lineup, so I'm not too worried about him getting subbed out tonight for Maestro. Now the one thing that is worrying me is when I do make a Gen G stack, I do like putting Gen G support in. Now they've been playing Kellen quite a bit recently, and they've been subbing these guys in between games in matches. Kellen and Life, but if Life is starting, we're not gonna know before lock. So I think they're both good, but I like Life more at 5,200 than I do Kellen at 5,000. So if I'm making a Gen G stack and I'm playing a support, I'm gonna just go with Life because he's been performing pretty well when he's in the lineup. But like I said, you're not going to know for sure by the time lock comes around if Life or Kellen are starting. So that's something that you're basically putting your neck out for, is whoever you're choosing for the support role for Gen G. Because you could pick Life, and they may play a 3-game series, but they never put him in. They start Kellen, and they play Kellen all 3 games. Or vice versa, So, or maybe they go to 3 games, sub Life in for 1 game, but Kellen plays the other 2. So like I said, I think if I'm going to take the risk on anybody, I'm going to take the risk on Life. I'm not looking at OMG tonight, so I'm not looking at Cold, even though he did me a solid the other night. Missing is a cheap option for World Elite. Like I said, if you think that World Elite is going to upset top esports, 4,800 for Missing is a good price. I don't think I'm going there, but he is an option for a World Elite stack. And I think my favorite support, again, because he's super cheap, because Suning is super cheap tonight, is Sword Art at 4,400. I can't believe he's 4,400. That is just wild to me. He had 102 points the last time out against Victory 5. I really like Suning tonight, so I'll be going to Sword Art and those stacks for some salary relief so I can get some other top teams into my lineup with Suning. Going over to team, Genji is really expensive at 6,200. I think I'm going to be staying away from that. Even though I think both of these Korean teams do 2-0, I'm not interested in Genji at 6,200 or Damwon at 6,000. I think Top Esports at 5,600 is a good pick. Vici Gaming at 5,400 is a great pick. I think that might be my favorite team to play tonight, Vici, and then Suning at 4,800. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Thank you.